Hello and welcome to Ironcast Series 3. Ginger Pele, James Collins is still on his jolly, so joining me, the one and only Carlton Cole. And what a guest we've got for you today. England's own, the captain of West Ham United, the King of Prague. Welcome to Ironcast, Jarrod Bowen. Welcome back.
What a man.
Good to be here.
In the Bolin, Jarrod.
Yeah.
You ever been in here before? First time?
I think we've been here before. I think we had a suit fitting once and we actually came in here.
Oh, nice.
But it was a bit manic that day. You know, there was like suits here, there and everywhere. People were just going, go here, go there, go there. But no, it's a good, nice feeling here. I can imagine when it was going, it was proper in here.
Yeah. And we were just talking before we started, the trophy parade when we won the Conference League started at the school just down there. You were just getting your bearings. Yeah. It's mad to me that you never played at Upton Park.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
No, I think I played a youth team game there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when I think West Ham won the Premier League Cup, and I'm sure we played them in a semi-final or a final. It was 2 legs. First leg here, and then the second leg up at Hull. And I can't remember I think we lost on penalties to West Ham at the time.
Is it?
Yeah. But it obviously wasn't full. It wasn't like I've seen the videos and heard the stories about it. Nowhere near that. But yeah, maybe once, but not.
Listen. So it's a contrast from Hull to here, isn't it? Like London. Because my boy's up at Hull now.
Yeah.
And he's finding the transition from West Ham to Hull totally different. But it's a good club. So it's actually a nice club to come through at because they give you a chance, didn't they?
Yeah, no, it was brilliant when I was there. You know, when I was at Hereford, I was like, that's quite a small place. Yeah. Then I went to Hull, which was an even bigger place. Yeah. And then I was like, right, I don't want to see many people now. Then I moved to the capital of England. So, but no, Hull was brilliant.
Nice
Your
place.
boy will love it up there as well.
Yeah, he does. He likes it.
Good, well-run club as well. So
yeah, nice. Let's talk about this summer, Jarrod. Congratulations. You're a married man now.
Yeah.
How did it go?
No, it was good. She turned up, which I think is always the main thing. She turned up. We had good weather.
Was you nervous?
Do you know what? It was... we got there the night before and I felt like I was wasting... You know, like you're waiting for it. And I was thinking, God, this... And then even on the morning of it, me and my mates, best man, the ushers, we're like, what are we going to do? Like, we were a bit bored, to be honest, because it was like... Danny was all getting ready. We couldn't see each other. My family were there. We just went in there was like a little spa bit. So we had a little bit of a pack. We had a little bit of
to relax.
Yeah, we had a little
cucumbers
bit of a
over the eyes.
Yeah, great.
Sam
like the sides.
diapers.
So it was, and then all of a sudden it was like, bang, people are here. And then like I think it finally like got to me a little bit because then people were coming up to me and seeing my mum and dad all dressed up for me. My brothers, kids as well.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa. And then like actually on the aisle when I was there, I was like, yeah, this is hitting me a little bit now. Because you think like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, but then until you're like in that moment, it's like, oh my God, someone turned the hay fever up, I think. So I was like, hay fever's bad. The pollen's bad around here. But no, it is, top day.
How was the speech? Nail it?
Yeah, it was one that I didn't practice because I didn't want like a structured kind of script because I felt I could have gone off a little bit off topic. So I actually said in my thing, it was like I was Danny's dad and I've just won a Brit Award and I'm going around thanking everyone in the room because I was looking around thinking, thank the bridesmaids, thank Danny's mum and dad, my mum and dad, my best man, everyone. So no, it went really well. My best man had a speech as well.
How did that go?
Yeah, he had his script. His hand was going like this and he was going, his lip was going. Then he started talking about me and like how close he is with my family, and then that got him. But it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get everyone in the same room, and
brilliant.
Yeah, it was incredible day.
Yeah.
And a father of the bride speech must have been gushing about you.
He was. I think he was declaring his love for me more than little Danny was on the day. I think that's one of the things I said in my speech.
How does that dynamic work? Because like you're the captain of West Ham, his beloved club.
Yeah.
And then the apple in his eye, and it's like bonded together.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's feeling.
Well,
how does it make you feel?
No, do you know what it is? I think for him it's like almost the jackpot for him because like you said, it's his club. As when you've got kids, you want him to be with the best person that treats them well and all that things. And he seems to think I do that well. So that's good. And he obviously loves me as well. So it's always nice. I think that's one of the things that I said in my speeches. It was, I think if Danny Senior could be up here and take my hand in marriage, I think he probably would. But no, he's just, I think the way I treat his daughter, I think he respects that as well. And obviously playing for his club and stuff is also probably helps a little bit as well. That first initial interaction, there was always something to talk about. It was just talking about West Ham.
Yeah.
First dance, Bubbles?
First dance was very nerve-wracking. You said, did I get nervous? I think the main thing I was nervous for, the speech, I thought I'll be absolutely fine. The first dance. These hips, when I haven't had a drink, I was thinking, get the WD-40 out on these. But
need a little limbering up before you got out there.
Those 2 minutes were probably, all eyes on me. I was thinking, I hate this. I do not want this one single bit. And then as soon as the song was coming to an end, I was like, everyone, come on, get the band going, get that guitar going. But it's all went.
That's great. And as we head into autumn, West Ham fans are going to be cheering on you Saturday afternoon, 3 till 5. And then in the evening, Mrs. Jarrod Bowen is going to be on Strictly Come Dancing, competing against fellow West Ham fan Tom Skinner.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, it was something she said a couple months ago. It was in the pipeline. So, and then, the rumours start coming out. And I was under strict instructions, don't tell anyone. I was like, so people were asking me. I was like, I don't know. But I'm a bad liar as well. So I was like, I don't know. But yeah, just got announced. So I'm sure my weekends after a game, it'll be going over there and watching.
Supporting.
She's already come back and said she had her first day not long ago. She's like, can we do the dances together? And I told you, these hips, mate, they ain't like them. They aren't like them professionals that can do it. So I was like, you can have your dance and I'll just come and watch.
Because it got announced the other day, obviously. I saw the roster. And Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who I was with, because I didn't know.
He's not on it, is he?
He's on it. Jimmy's on it.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's on it. My ex teammate at Chelsea, but he was he kept his cards close to his chest. Like I didn't hold on, I've never known. Then the next day I was like, oh my God. So I phoned him. He didn't answer. Because I was about to say, I've seen your moves, bro. You ain't got this. You have not got this.
I'm looking forward to seeing Jimmy on there, to be fair. I think Jimmy will be tough on
He just had his knee done. That's why he thinks he can do everything. He's gonna climb Mount Everest soon.
Don't get injured practicing dance.
Please don't.
I'm not doing any practicing, don't you worry.
And surely Danny's got to beat Tom Skinner. That's got to be the ambition, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. She's always one of those that's deep down, she's competitive. At start, she's like, I just want to do it. I don't want to go out in the first week and stuff. But deep down, she'll be wanting to, and I'll be pushing her the whole way because I know that she's got that inner drive to be like.
Can she dance?
I don't know. I've only ever seen it after a few tequilas, so I ain't too sure. I don't know. It's not like I'm there going, spinning her around at home or anything. I don't know.
It's a different type of dance as well.
Yeah.
Got to be able to do the tango in that. I'm struggling on that.
I'm not doing that at home. So I don't know. I think she'll be good though. I think when she puts her mind to it, she'll love it.
Fun.
Yeah, we can't wait to watch.
Good luck to her.
Yeah. Let's talk about this. The start of the season last week, Sunderland away. Have to say at half time, I thought we've got this in the bag. And then second half, just the momentum shifted.
Yeah, no, I think it was a wake-up call and a lesson for us as well, I think. I think it doesn't matter who you play in the Premier League. The Premier League is the Premier League. Sunderland have just got promoted, but, the way we started the first half, I thought we controlled it really well. We had some good chances. One of those goes in, it's a different game, but ultimately the facts were the ball didn't go in the net for us. They done well to keep it out, and I think you always expect a reaction. When you're the visiting side to a home stadium, you expect them to come out strongly second half because they didn't start the first half as well. And I think for us going forward, what we can learn from that is in the Premier League, you have to ride those moments together. You have to suffer as a team, probably give up some chances, but keep the ball out the back of your net. Yeah. And then you come into the game, then you probably go on and win the game. I just thought the goals were very cheap on our behalf. You look at the goals and they're goals out of nothing, really. It's not, I think Mads had one save in the first half where they kind of played through us. But apart from that, I feel like that was their only chance. So I think for us, I think we can do a lot better. Was it a 3-0 game? Absolutely not. But the facts are that we're sitting here after one game when we lost 3-0 away from home to a side that have just got promoted. So we have to take that medicine. But, I think one thing since I've been here with this squad, when you lose a game, it's everyone together. And another game's around the corner. The season's not done after one game. There's 37 games left. if we won that game, we'd be on a high, but we'd also know that we'd have 37 games left. So we can't get too ahead of ourselves. So it's also that in the same breath, when you lose a game as well, it's disappointing in the manner that we lost as well. But there's still a long way to go in the season. And I think we have to dig in already.
Well, listen, it's a long season, as you said. And when you think about it, it's better to get the cobwebs out early on in the season rather than something sitting in later on in the season, then you're messing yourself up. And it's an important point of the season. Right now, all we need to do is focus on, okay, that's gone wrong.
Yeah.
What's next? How do we get better?
Yeah.
And I think we're at the right stage right now to be able to do that. We've had a good preseason.
Yeah.
Everyone's had a good preseason. You've been outstanding.
Yeah.
So, and people forget the rest as well hasn't been there. So everyone's still getting towards playing with each other as well. And I think what's going to happen now is everybody will just pull in the same direction, because you don't want to have that feeling.
Yeah,
like the first game. The first game of the season.
No, definitely agree with you. When you get that sort of battering 3-0 first game of the season, and that feeling you have after the game. Yeah. Of course, you don't want it in the first place. You don't want to be sat there with that feeling. But realistically, in the Premier League, you're going to have that in the.
I'm going to talk about the fans as well. Like the fans, we've gone through this before your time here, and the fans, they will give you a hard time, but it's fair.
Yeah.
Like the result wasn't great on paper, but we know what we're working towards. Yeah. And hopefully we can get it right. Come within the next couple of weeks, the next few games. You never know, we might turn over Chelsea. Yeah. And then everybody's talking different, So it just takes one game, few goals, and then we're
I think that is our mindset to pull it right. From the first game, we got a game on the Friday night. We've got the early slot in the weekend at home. Mm-hmm. And yes, fans are going to be disappointed. And I think I would share their disappointment because you never want to lose a game, and these fans are demanding. And, to play for this club, you have 60,000 turn up week in, week out, home and away, travelling, great support. Yeah. So they demand a lot. And, ultimately it's results. And if results aren't there, there's going to be questions. And that's normal in football. But I know when things go well as well, they're right behind you, praising you the way that you should be. So I think it's different moments in football that, are difficult. And, when we're winning games as well, I know that the fans are there as well. But I even think when we lose games, they're still supporting us. They're just digging us out because they know that we can do better and we want to do better as well. So for me, I share that kind of mindset as well.
And we were chatting just before we started. I think you said this reminds you a little bit of the season we finished 6th, where we had a sticky start, but you knew there was this quality within the squad to deliver better results.
Yeah, I can't remember what season it was, but I know that we lost maybe the first couple of games, and there's probably the same disappointment that we're sat here with right now. But like I said, the season is a long season; it's a demanding season, 38 brutal games. But there's a long way to go until the end of the season. But I get, on the other hand, that fans are disappointed that we've lost the first game in the manner that we have, and I share that as well. But also, we know that we've probably been here before, and we've turned it around and had brilliant seasons. So for me, it's early days.
And I know football is a team game, but individually, I thought you, against Sunderland, were sensational. I thought this was Jarrod Bowen in his prime. And you are right, you're 28 now. Yeah, how do you feel about your own performance? I thought, the way you've been playing through pre-season on that first game, getting the ball and just running at defenders every time. It's so exciting to watch. How are you feeling about your own game?
Yeah, do you know what? I think since the new managers come in, I was injured for 5-6 weeks, but around Christmas time, which is when the managers changed. And then I think since my first game back was Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge, where I scored. And I think since that moment, I don't know, I just feel like I'm in a really good place. I feel confident on the ball, and I think I finished the season quite strongly as well with goals and assists and whatever. And I think I had a proper pre-season break. I didn't get called up for England, which was obviously disappointing. But then on the other hand, I had 5-6 weeks to kind of switch off from football because, I got made captain at the start of last year. I had the manager that made me captain. Then he leaves halfway through a season. A new manager comes in. We finish the season, finish it well at Ipswich. But on a whole, ultimately we had a disappointing season from where we finished and what we'd done. So I think for me to have that break away from football and just kind of switch off, just spend time with my family, just obviously be disappointed, but you can't change what's happened. I think my only mindset was being in the best physical shape possible and then ready to work the first day when we came back in. And, you know, games helped that as well. Goals helped that in pre-season. But I just feel like I'm in a good place with everything at the minute.
What's your so you just mentioned getting given the captaincy. How is that transition for you? And are you settled in that captaincy role now? And because I know it's a hard role.
Yeah.
And you've got to do a lot, and you can't just focus on yourself anymore. You've got to focus on a whole team.
Yeah.
How's that been for you?
Do you know what? I think since I've been playing football, I play and motivate people around me the way that I know that I can do. And I think I've done that ever since I've started playing football. I've done that at Hull. I've done that when I first came to the club. Not saying I'm, should have been captain when I first come to the club, but I think the way I am, the kind of, don't want to, maybe a role model, because I think the way that, I work every single day, the way that I train, the way that I motivate the lads, I know that, that's one of my biggest strengths in it. And people might not think that, I'm a quiet leader or I'm this or I'm that, but, football is a game of different opinions. But for me, I wouldn't say it's a different role. I feel like I've just gone into it and just been myself. I think that's the best thing. I think I've got respect from the change room. I think people, will listen to me when I speak, and ultimately I'll also listen to other people as well, because like you said, it's a team thing. But I feel the responsibility is a really good responsibility, and one that I really honour myself with, to be sat here and be captain of this club.
Let's talk about pre-season a little bit. Like we were saying, it was really good pre-season. We had some great results. Wins over Everton and Bournemouth. How did you think pre-season went in America?
I thought pre-season was really, really good. I thought the games that we had were really good tests, Premier League tests. And, it was the game against Sunderland was similar to when we played against Bournemouth. But like I said about riding our luck and digging in and taking a bit of, being under the cosh. Against Bournemouth, the guy hit the post from a few yards out. They hit the bar. We was kind of under the cosh a little bit, but we managed to get through that period, and then we won the game 2-0. I know it's pre-season, but it's still a Premier League, opposition that we played against. So there's a lot of similarities in that. And I thought what we done in pre-season, the Man United game was, maybe first half wasn't as great, but I thought, again, we implemented styles of play that we've been working on. We've been implementing styles without the ball as well that we was working on. And I think for the manager as well to, is when you join halfway into a season, it's difficult, because, you're always preparing for the next game. Whereas when you get a pre-season where you've got 5 weeks of solid work, yes, you've got games, but you've got a lot more time on the training pitch for him to set his ways, spend a lot more time on it. And in pre-season, you can put those into practice without worrying about the consequences, because yes, you want to win in pre-season, but if things don't go as well, it's not the end of the world, because it's a opportunity to trial different things that I think the manager wants to do. And I think we got a good mix of that, as well as, I said about socialising. I think we got a good mix of spending time together as a group as well.
Yeah.
Got a bit of travelling in as well, didn't you? You played Man United at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, Everton at Soldier Field in Chicago, and Bournemouth at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Did you get much time off across all those different cities?
Yeah, we had probably a day in each one. So for me, I've never been to America. I went to Tampa last year.
I heard about that.
I went to Tampa for about 4 days last year, and it wasn't enough time really. Felt like a totally different kind of trip. So this season, when we had, I think we was there for 12 days. So going to the different, I always get them wrong. Are they states or cities?
No,
it depends.
It depends where you go.
Yeah.
I don't know, like New York, Chicago,
New Jersey,
Atlanta.
Just say city.
I think New Jersey is a state and a city.
Yeah.
I didn't want people to shout at me if I said the cities, and then people are like, it's a state.
And then American fans will be like, he knows nothing.
Yeah,
Look at Carlton as well. He's been there so many times. He still knows nothing.
So to go over there was, really good. And then obviously having fans over there as well, the American fans that don't get the opportunity to come to England to meet them to see games as well. And, I love NFL. So to be in those NFL stadiums for me was top.
Yeah,
it's MetLife Super Bowl. They've all got Super Bowls.
All three of them.
Because Mercedes-Benz Stadium's really good.
That Mercedes-Benz Stadium's got the gear. It's like a gear in the roof, isn't it? Like a big. That stadium looks crazy.
Yeah, that one was incredible.
Brilliant.
They was all top though. Top.
And the cities, the people as well.
Yeah.
The not just the fans, but the city itself.
Yeah, just the feel about it as well. It was really. Like I said, I'd never been there before, so to have like little walkthroughs, New York and stuff like that, it was incredible. Do
you have a favourite city out of all the ones you went to?
Chicago,
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit windy. I heard it was called the Windy City.
Yeah. But it's nothing because of wind. Do you know that, right?
Nah.
Something to do,
Go on.
Okay, this is what got told to me by a governing body over there. All right. So it's not called the Windy City because there's loads of breeze or anything like that. It's called because the politicians used to talk a lot of breeze, basically. Okay. So that's why they called it the Windy City. So they used to blow hot air out just that's why.
Okay.
That's why it's called it's not actually called the Windy City because of the breeze.
Okay. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, Google it, leave a comment. Let us know.
It's a political term. It's a political term.
But yeah, Chicago is very good. We was only there for a couple of days. That was the shortest one we was at. But we had a little walk around Chicago and it was lovely there.
And it might be in the USA next summer as well, because I hear there's a World Cup.
Yeah, no, there is. Yeah, big opportunity coming up. But I think I've been through a disappointment before of not making a World Cup squad, and I feel probably in a little bit of a different mindset, different place of how to kind of prepare for that. As I said, I wasn't in the previous England squad, which, I think you take your medicine and you accept it. Yeah. I think you can either go one or two ways. You can either be really disappointed and it affect you, but I think for me, I was like, okay, cool, I'm not in it. Let me just work even harder and do what I do on the pitch anyway. So, and I think get into a World Cup squad ultimately comes down to what I'm doing at club level. Yeah. So, I want to be the best version of myself for myself, but also for the club as well. Yeah, so, if we do well have a really good season, like I know that we can, and then I can as well, then, hopefully that opportunity will arise.
It will do.
Yeah. And since you were last on Ironcast, you scored your first goal for England. It was the fourth in a 5-0 win over Ireland.
Yeah. Something I ain't done.
You had one cleared off the line against Spain. Yeah. Jarrod, up to that, you had one. Was it Belgium? You had one disallowed?
And one cleared off the line, yeah.
So when this one counted.
Is this a West Ham thing?
Yeah, it's like a FIFA conspiracy. What did it mean when that one counts? What is that feeling like?
Yeah, no, it was incredible. It was a little free kick routine that we just, usually with free kick routine, I'm just like on the edge or like, but then I remember, I think it was Jude spoke to me and was like, right, I'm going to pass the ball back to you. I was like, all right, buzzing. Like, I just come on the pitch. Like, the free kick was.
I remember it.
Yeah, 3 seconds you've been on.
Yeah, no, it was kind of, I make my run there. I think Harry blocked one of the players and then I was just like, bang. And then it went in.
Great finish.
Oh, mate, but then I saw it on the big screen and I saw the block. And I was thinking, I swear to God, if this referee doesn't start this game in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to be fuming. But as soon as I see, I even called it, I was like, ref.
Yeah,
and he was like, good, goal. So I was, at Wembley as well, which was like...
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously having the opportunity to play for your country is one thing, but to score at, the home of the national stadium as well is incredible.
And I know your dad is so proud of your England career. So he must be excited about the potential of an American World Cup going over there next summer.
Yeah, well, he took his camper van, didn't he, to the Euros, but I don't think he'll take his camper van
he'll need to leave now.
To America,
he took it to the Euros, though.
In Germany, he drove over every game. Yeah, a couple of times he stayed for a couple.
What a man he is, by the way.
There was 4 of them. There was my brother, my dad, and then my 2 best mates.
Is it?
And then my brother and one of my best mates can drive it, the way they do carpentry work and stuff, so they're in vans all the time. My other mate's a footballer, he plays for Gillingham. My whole family, we've grown up watching football, World Cups and stuff, so having the opportunity to go to the Euros was incredible for them as well. Come to the games, we got to the final. To go to a World Cup would just be probably that one step higher as well, so hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the new additions in the squad. We've got Mads Hermansen, Callum Wilson, Kyle Walker-Peters, El Hadj Malik Diouf. How are they fitting in so far?
No, they fitted in really well. Obviously, Malik, Kyle, been here a little bit longer, but Callum, Mads as well, the way they fitted in. Now, I think it's credit to themselves coming in and just hit the ground running. And I think that's a bit of the environment we've got as well. It's, we want to be, we class this club as a family. We want to be, all together. And I think it's easy for players to come into this changing room now. I think Malik had opportunities in America. Kyle as well also came out to America. And, it was like they've been there for a few years. And, that was, I think, credit to everyone to kind of what we're trying to create in terms of letting people be themselves as much as they can be. Because I think when you get the best out of someone, they're just themselves all the time. They feel relaxed. They feel like they've got no dramas, no nothing. They can just come in, be themselves, have a group of mates around them and play football in simple terms. So, they've clicked in really well. Obviously, quality players as well. Had a lot of experience. Callum, Kyle, Mads in the Premier League as well. Malik for what he's done. But beat England in the summer, I think, when he played. So he's got a lot of potential as well. So yeah, really exciting time, really good additions to the squad, and they fitted in really well.
You linked up in the pre-season really well with El Hadj.
Yeah.
And
his crosses are unbelievable.
Yeah, one of the best I've seen.
Yeah,
so sure.
Are you practicing in training that same?
Yeah,
did you get to practice before the game to do that type of stuff?
Do you know what? I had a little chat with him in training one time, and it was just because he loves to bomb forward. He's got like an engine to go, and I said, every time you get the ball in that out wide, I said, do not turn back and play back to the centre half. I said, just put the ball in the box. I said, if I'm not there, you can shout at me. But if you don't put the ball in, I'm going to shout at you.
That's good.
And I think for the 2 goals against Bournemouth, he crossed it to me. I kind of mishit it and then played it to Fuller, and he scored. And the second goal, again, there was that space. And I think he obviously listened, because he just put the ball in straight away. And I think when you build that kind of relationship as a forward, you want the ball in the box as many times as possible.
Definitely.
Defenders don't want to defend inside the box. They're happy if it goes back. But I said to him, I don't want you playing that ball backwards. I want you to cross that ball into the box. And I think you see that in pre-season.
A quick word on Lucas Paqueta. Obviously, he's had a very difficult couple of years, really, with the betting investigation, but happily it's had a positive outcome for him, not guilty. You were all away on pre-season, I think, when the news came through. Like, how's he taken to the news? Does he feel like a new man? Yeah,
he just looks like the weight's been lifted off his shoulders. And, I think for him to have a positive outcome we'll see Lucas that we know Lucas. I think you see it in pre-season, the way he's come back in the physical condition that he's in, the quality that he's got. We've seen it for the last few years. And I think this season for him, is a really big season for him. And I think he's ready for it. It's almost not like a new signing, but when someone's had all that on top of them and then they get it taken off, they feel so free, back to playing football, back to doing what they love, back to playing with a smile on his face. So really, really, really happy for him.
Like, from what I know about South Americans, and they're really in tune with their emotions. Yeah. So that's why I knew it was going to affect him last season. So now that's off his back now. Yeah. Now we can support him in the right way and say, listen, all you got is football now.
Just go and play football.
Go and play football.
Yeah. Just think you're...
I think he'll get a great reception.
And he's unbelievable when he's like that as well. Then he can start doing his little flicks and tricks that he likes, and they come off as well. It's not like he's doing flicks and tricks and they don't come off. They always come off.
And then a quick word, like, the gaffer's spoken a lot about, like, building in more mental resiliency into the squad. And I think we've got a sports psychologist now with the squad as well. Can you talk about, like, how the impact that's had?
And I think a lot of it is to build connections with your teammates that you might not know about. So, you know different people in the change room, but you might not sit down with them and speak about, I don't know, anything. And I think one thing that we're trying to improve is we're on the pitch with these people, and you might not know nothing about this person. And I think that's probably got a negative effect on, you go into war with someone, you want to know that they're there with you. You want them as a friend, as well as, a teammate as well.
Gives you the extra 5-10%, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think when we done a little exercise where I think it was called 4 H's. So it was like history. So the manager split us up into groups, because if he said get into groups of 5, you'd pick your groups of 5 who you're comfortable with. So he split us up into little groups. I think it was like history. So a bit about yourself, your heroes growing up, whether that be family, whatever, a heartbreak that you've had, people talking about football stuff, not non-football stuff, and then hopes. So like hopes for what you want to do, what blah, 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 blah. So he kind of split us off. James is the psychologist, is, one of his methods I think he's used before. And, you're sitting in groups of 5 or 6 with people that you might not sit with and speak and have a conversation, but you basically go around and speak about different things, those 4 things I just said about, and just have a conversation with people. And I think for me, it really opened my eyes up, because you listen to people speak and you're thinking, I did not have a clue about this kid, whether it be different cultures or different upbringings or different things like that. I think it just makes you
creates a bond.
Respect them more, and just, you'll be like, wow, I didn't know that about you. Fair enough. And I think it was a really good thing that's, the manager wants to do, the sports psychologist wants to do. We want to be the best team. Yeah. Being the best team, when we've had success here, I think of what did we do well? We had a brilliant group. We had a brilliant spirit. Everyone would kind of die for each other on the pitch. And maybe we came off that page a little bit. Maybe we lost a little bit of, a little bit of trust, a little bit of togetherness last season. And I think bringing that back we're just coming off the back of a 3-0 defeat against Sunderland. So now we got to stick together as one group. That's the most important thing, and be ready to dig people out, because I think when you're in that environment where I can dig you out, you can dig me out, and it's not personal. It's for the better of the team. I think the better that we'll be, and I think we're building steps to do that, to build a really strong team.
Jarrod, that's perfect, because you got to understand. See, if I sit here and batter you and I don't know nothing about you, you'll take that personally to say, who the hell are you speaking to like that? But if I know more about you and you know that I know more about you and we're on the same page, then you'll know it's not coming from a place of malice.
It's easier to listen to and to appreciate.
Because you want me to do better, and you I want you to do better. So that it's a brilliant technique to get that done.
And do you see this as a process over time? Can you feel like since Graham Potter's come in, do you feel like there's been continual improvement?
Yeah.
And that is a process that's going on?
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you don't want to get caught up in the, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. You want to, do it straight away. Sometimes that doesn't happen. So of course we're not going to use it as an excuse to say, we're building time. We're a really good team. But I think results will help that. But I think that comes from being a team. And we spoke about having difficult moments. We had a difficult moment first game of the season. But I know that the group that we've got, we're together in these moments, which, were the most disappointing things. We spoke about the fan disappointment. They're going to be fuming, rightly so. We're also fuming. But we also know we have opportunities to put it right. And I think the better that you have that gel, the better that you have that squad together, I think it's easier to put it right in training. We was back in training today. People demanding of each other left, right and centre, but we want to put right what didn't go so well against Sunderland. So it's not one of them where, you're going to say, oh yeah, it's going to take time, blah, blah, those things. I think we're in a good place now to kick on through the season. I think in not 6 months' time, we're going to be in a really good spot, but then we might lose a couple of games in a row. That happens in football, but it's how you bounce back from those moments. Yeah. I think it's easy when you're winning, because I think it's easy to, be a proper squad when you're winning and everyone's excited to come in. I think when you build a real squad is when things aren't going so well, and you can pull people through, and it's not personal. You're doing it because you want the best out of them, they want the best out of me, and we want to be the best team that we can be.
Test the character.
Yeah. And speaking about opportunities to put things right, Chelsea under the lights on Friday night at the London Stadium, the current world champions, and the big one, of course, holders of the Conference League. Yeah. Huge opportunity. And I know, me and Colin were talking about this, like the atmosphere is going to be crackling for a London derby under the lights. There's no better chance. On a Friday night. There's no better chance.
Get the early weekend slot. No, it's set up for a really good game. And we know the atmosphere that we can create there. But we have to, go out there as a team. It's a local game. It's a rivalry game. It's a game where there'll be a lot of demands. Be a difficult game. Of course, it'll be a difficult game. But we're coming off the back of a really difficult result. So in our minds, it's win the game and show a reaction from what we've done for the first game of the season. And, the fans will then have that atmosphere that we know that we can create. But I think we have to show them as well. We have to, show the fans, get them off their seats, get them singing, make it difficult for Chelsea to come and win the game.
Yeah. I believe, I think, I don't want to say it. I went to watch Chelsea while I was working.
Palace. AC
Milan.
Oh, AC Milan.
And what I saw against Palace weren't the same team.
Okay, yeah.
So as we were talking about the pre-season, you can have a great pre-season.
Yeah.
But then when the season starts, it's totally different. It doesn't look the same. It's such a weird thing that you can have a great pre-season. And this is the thing with us. Sometimes we have a great pre-season and we don't have a good start to the league.
Yeah.
And then I think it's the same with Chelsea. They've had a great pre-season, but they ain't started the league too well. And hopefully they don't start too well against us.
Yeah, no. Well,
this is us going at loggerheads together.
They need a reaction as well, because they'd obviously be disappointed with drawing at home to Palace and not playing as well as they can.
The one advantage we got, we're at home. We've got the fans behind us.
We can use that. And I think we have to use that to our advantage as well. We have to, every opportunity that we can, like Sunderland, every opportunity they had to get their fans off the seats and make it difficult for us.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, we got to do exactly the same. So that's got to be our mindset and win the game.
And we spoke about like personal ambition, want to get you on that plane to America next summer. But like for the team, for West Ham United, what are your hopes for this season?
I think the Premier League now is probably the most competitive in terms of top 6, top 10.
Yeah.
So I think for this club, 60,000 week in, week out, had some really good success over the years. We want to get back to those successful years, whether, being back in Europe. We've had brilliant nights in Europe. I want to be playing in Europe. This club wants to be playing in Europe again. So those would be my, ambitions for the club. And I think, winning the FA Cup as well. I think that since I've come back from pre-season, I don't know why, I want to win the FA Cup, whether that be this season, whether that be in 3-4 years time.
You want the FA Cup.
Yeah, I want to win I think because I saw Crystal Palace win it last year, where
why can't that be us?
People probably wouldn't expect Crystal Palace to win, but they deserve to win the FA Cup. And you saw the celebrations that they had, and such a historic. I think this club's won it 3 times.
Yeah,
the FA Cup. It's good knowledge.
See, that's why you're captain.
I didn't even know that. That's why you're captain. I wasn't captain. I'm a captain.
Obviously, I want us to get back into Europe. I think we can get back into Europe. I think that's where we should be striving for. And I'd love to win the FA Cup. So having a bit of silver with the FA Cup. And I'm 13 goals off Mick's record. So individually, you didn't ask individually.
Of course.
I want to catch Mick's record. So that's my ambition.
Oh, you've overtaken me now. Well, a long time ago, isn't it?
I'm second now. I'm silver medal. So
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
13 to get Mick. So individually as well. That's what I want
FA Cup. Get to the FA Cup final.
Win the FA Cup.
Win the FA Cup.
Oh, win the FA Cup.
We don't want to stop there.
Okay, let's go and win the thing. And then, obviously, overtake Mick.
Win the FA Cup. Premier League top goal scorer for the club. Back into Europe.
Back into it.
Go to the World Cup.
Bingo.
Go to the World Cup.
Bingo. We can get that. We can do that.
Come on.
Done. There we go. Goals for the season settled. Jarrod, thank you so much for joining us. Been a brilliant chat.
Brilliant.
Cheers, Coley. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Ironcast. Until then, come on, you Irons.